Hello everyone, my name is GameOnBrad and this is World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. I decided I'm going to start actually recording some of my Warlords videos because I literally play this game every single night. I do my dailies, sometimes I'll create a new character and just start leveling it up. I currently have a lot of level 100s. I have about, I think, 20 on multiple servers, but this server I have most of my characters and they're all Horde based. So I'm just going to walk through the Tanaan Jungle. Well, not literally walk through it, but I'm going to grab the daily quests for the Tanaan Jungle on my Hunter, and I'm going to go through them today. And then what I'll do periodically is I'll do videos with my other characters too. I basically have almost every class except for the Thief. I think that's all I'm not playing is a Thief. The Rogues, I don't like the Rogue class. I can't play it very well. I can't diss it. It's an amazing class. I see people play it and they do incredible things, but I just absolutely suck at playing rogues. So I suck at most melee classes, but I started playing the first melee class I ever played in World of Warcraft was the Death Knight, and I played a Frost Death Knight, and I was obsessed. I'm obsessed with undead and werewolves, so playing the Death Knight was incredible, and that kind of eased me into. I'll do the Fellforge. That eased me into doing melee a little bit more and not like just sticking with caster classes. The Hunter was one of my last classes I ever created because I just never wanted to play a Hunter because I love magic. But once I started playing it, I actually really got into the Hunter and I really enjoyed it. Alright, so let's get going. First, we've got the Fellforge orcs that we have to kill. They're not too far away. I'll just go right in the front door. Oops. I'm gonna have to do this anyway. And as you can see, I play this with the stock UI. I've never used plugins for World of Warcraft. I just use the stock UI. It's always served me well. My friends are shocked because when I do raids with them, I get really high DPS on my Hunter, even though I'm using the stock UI. And I still have a habit of clicking over using my keyboard as well. But I'm trying to force myself out of that habit. You can see me pointing at them because I just have a habit of clicking.
I need a target. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Like, I don't even use tab targeting that often. But I'm forcing myself to get into the habit of doing it. But I guess this kind of shows as well is if you're worried that World of Warcraft is all about the plugins and stuff, it's really not. You can use the stock interface just fine, and it's perfectly fine to use. I'll let those grenades explode. I would love for them to create a class that actually uses ballistics. I would love to see that. Like, not an engineer, but maybe a demolisher class. That would be amazing. See, when I try to use the keyboard to hit the specific attacks, I often hit the wrong key, and that pisses me off.
I need to target something first.
And even if I keep my fingers on that part of the keyboard, I always hit the wrong keys. Because I have so many characters too that I keep thinking, oh, well, I'll just cast. Well, no, I can't cast them on my Hunter. What key was my Hunter's attack again? Can't remember. And people will laugh at you if you don't play WoW, or you were thinking of playing WoW but you think you need all these plugins. There's some plugins that come in really handy. If you want to do raids and stuff, there are some plugins that are pretty cool. But honestly, unless you're playing like a tank or a healer, if you're just playing DPS, it's not really a big deal to have much in the way of plugins.
I can't do that yet.
Like, I've had people tell me, oh, well, the plugin's going to make you do more DPS and this and that. Well, on my hunter, especially on a hunter, you could do amazing DPS even without plugins.
Not ready yet.
But that said, some of them are pretty amazing if you want to try them. If you want to be a hardcore raider, some places will basically like demand it of you. But it's really not needed otherwise. For regular gameplay, it's perfectly fine. You could hit some websites that are pretty good with explaining your rotation and stuff, and different situations like single target versus multi-target. They also have really good advice for that, and then they give you optional advice for specific skills that you don't necessarily need, but if you like the flavor of that skill, then you can get into the class that way. Some skills are kind of essential, other ones not so much. Basically in raids, I tend to use my keyboard a lot more than just click targeting and click attacking. I force myself, basically.
I can't do that yet. I need to target something first.
I have a few macros set up too, but I often forget to activate them sometimes. I should reset some of them and kind of fine-tune them a little bit. I do like macros just for basic stuff. Like if I have to do an interrupt, I'll fire off my counter shot. And I don't think I have it set up on the macro right now. I could do that later. But typically I have a macro set up where it will cancel whatever I'm casting and fire off the counter shot right away, which is extremely handy. And it's a really tiny macro. You can find it anywhere online and not have to think about it. Where is everybody? I'm playing this in the evening, so there's a lot of, as you can see, 7:55 Eastern Standard Time. A lot of people are on at night, so my server is pretty busy. I play on Earthen Ring with this specific character. So the server can get pretty busy at certain times of day. Fly up. Gotta look for another cannon. I might as well open up this. I've got a lot of quests on the go, but I'm 45% done with the specific assault here. So there's these little orbs that appear in piles, and sometimes there are, I think they're cultists that are standing guard of some of them.
Deserve to be crushed.
Okay, that just you heard right there is one of the bosses in the zone. And luckily, I played this enough times that when she says insects deserve to be crushed, it's this boss right here. But I could be phased out of it. Yeah, I'm phased out of it. Oh no, it's actually not. It's the Spellbinder. That's right. Oh, there's different things that they say. I think there's 4 different things that are said zone-wide by the NPC bosses. And each one is for a specific boss. And I thought insects deserved to be crushed was the tank, but I guess I'm wrong. But up here is full of demons in the mountains here. And I think it's this. If I can get to her in time, there could be a lot of players already engaging her. There she is. Vengeance is up. Looks like we only got 2 players here, 3. We have to start clearing as well. This is a little too many hundreds sitting around here.
That's still recharging. That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that yet. Not ready yet.
See, I'm much faster clicking because I'm just not used to the keyboard. Ah, they're already engaging her over here. That's annoying.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't do that yet.
She's not too hard to fight. All you need's like... You could take her on your own if you're really careful. Or if you have a tank.
That ability isn't ready yet.
You can pretty much take her out pretty quick.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Better loot her quick. Ah, she only dropped oil. Sometimes they'll drop a specific item like baleful gear. Sometimes they don't. And that's okay. The demons are all level 100 elites. I can fight them, I just have to be careful because it's very close quarters. So you have to be pretty careful with how you engage them. It's almost easier to go to the Throne of Kil'jaeden and fight the demons there. They're just as tough, even with the Hunter, but because I'm not mythic geared or anything. If I was mythic geared, I could probably just rip through them. So I'll do these dailies, get them out of the way. I think there's another daily that triggers after I turn a couple in. We'll see how long this runs. If it runs too long, then I'll just cut that out. Otherwise, you're going to get the whole thing.
I need a target.
I'm so used to point clicking on my keyboard or on my action bar that it's just a habit I can't seem to break. I'll break it eventually. It hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so I would love to see them create, like, these engineers. I'd love to see them create a, like, a... I don't know what to call them. Like, some sort of demolitionist would be cool, because they could literally throw grenades. Kind of similar to how the monk throws kegs. But then you could also drop little turrets and stuff. Like, just drop them around, little machine turrets. That would be pretty amazing. And it would go really well thematically with the actual engineer profession.
I can't do that yet. I'm out of range.
That said, I would love to see a Dark Ranger too as a hero class. That would be incredible. Like if they ever do a Sylvanas expansion where she's the big baddie at the end, oh, that'd be fantastic. Or maybe she's misunderstood or something, who knows.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh, what's that down there? Looks like there's a chest. Baleful leggings. I don't need them. I'm pretty well geared. I got most of my gear from my garrison. And a lot of it I got procs for higher level, like 670 gear. Good enough for me. I don't really need better than that for exploring the world here.
I don't have a target.
I absolutely love Tanaan Jungle, though. I'm so annoyed that they kept it for so long and brought it out in a patch later. Because this zone is just gorgeous. I love Fellfire. It's so cool. And this zone is just... I even wish this zone was like easily 2 or 3 times larger. Just because it's so cool. Even the mood is fantastic in this zone.
Not ready yet.
I should set up Kill Shot to have a macro as well.
I can't cast that yet.
Holy, look at all those grenades. Holy shit. Oh, that's why I love my pet for these guys. It's just, you send the pet in, and he deals with that crap.
It's too far away.
I'll feign death. Get them to go after my pet.
That spell isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Go, pet, go. I could drop my ballistics on them too and kill them really fast, but actually let's do that. There's 3 of them here. There we go. I actually chose the artillery strike for this zone. It comes in extremely handy in tight situations. If you pull too many enemies, or if another player runs through your path and causes the enemies to aggro towards you, artillery strike is unbelievably useful to kill them off. Oh, there's another one. Wow. A Baleful Armament's always nice. They rarely drop for me. I don't know what the drop rate is, but they don't drop as often as I would like. I'm using a turtle too. This is the turtle I got from not inside the Firelands, but it's just outside the Firelands. There's a rare turtle that actually patrols the lava. And this little guy, you can, if you're lucky enough and the server isn't too busy, you can snag him from just outside the Firelands raid in Mount Hyjal. I'll let that guy destroy the tank since I didn't pick up a shell. All right, here we go.
That's still recharging. I don't have a time.
Now I'll grab a shell. You can only hold one of these at a time, the Hellfire shot. A lot of people start running around grabbing all of these, and you can't actually carry more than one. So they're just wasting everyone's time when they pick up more than one. It could be trolls when they're doing it, but they also may not know. A lot of players don't realize when they're playing. I may not even need it. These guys may actually give me the 100%.
I need a target.
There's a boss that patrols here as well.
Cast that
but he spawns every so often. There he is. Or not the boss, but there's a tank. Yay!
That's still recharging. Not ready yet.
Alright, so I'm done with this area. Looks like one of my garrison missions is finished as well. Alright, so I can turn it in, but I still have to kill some demons. A lot of players, this demon quest is actually really hard. A lot of players will actually try to kill the imps running up the path that I'm going to right now. I try to get there as well, just because I can kill the imps really quick with Barrage. And all the demons here are elites, so they're a lot harder to kill those and earn it unless you're partied. So I try to grab the imps. But typically when this quest is active, these imps get farmed heavily, and there's only 2 groups of them. So it looks like there's a group 3 there, or 2 anyway. And it's specifically demons, so these guys don't count. You have to go after the demons. So what I typically do, since most people don't like to kill the elite demons, I head back into the back area here, and it gives you enough room that you can fight some demons without aggroing accidentally. It goes so much faster though if you have a party. I highly recommend a party. These 2 guys can be really annoying, but I usually go after this guy right here first. Take him out first. And then sometimes I'll try to tackle these 2 guys together. But they can get complicated. So typically I'll go for him first, then I'll go for this guy here, and I'll try to avoid aggroing these guys. Because then I'll have 4, right? So I'll take out one of these guys, try to keep my pet up as long as possible, and then go after the final guy. Alright, here we go. First I'll send my pet in. It's always important. Give him a heal before he attacks. I do barrage just to kind of...
Spell isn't ready yet.
just kind of out of habit.
Recharging.
I can summon my Stampede if I want,
Get
but
closer.
don't really
Out
need
of
it.
range. I need
Turtles are amazing. They're like little tanks.
I'm out of
They're
range.
so incredible.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm trying to pace myself here. I don't want to be a huntard to myself, because I'll pull too much aggro. He knocks back as well, so
I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet. That ability isn't ready.
he's almost dead. I don't care if he attacks me. He's not going to be able to kill me with 5% left.
I don't have a target.
I have to be careful, though. When I did this before, I used to be on a ground mount, and it was a lot more of a headache because he knocked me off this mountainside, and I fell to my death. A lot of people don't realize they have a knockback either. A little shocking. So now I have enough room to tackle the 2 guys on the stairwell here. Okay. These little turtle tanks are pretty amazing for taking on multiple elites as well. But this is when I'm going to drop my Stampede. And I guess I'll speed things up by dropping all 3 of my artillery strikes on them.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, that guy actually turned to attack me. That's impressive.
That ability isn't ready yet. I need to target something else.
I see a demon flying above me. I can see the shadow. I have to be careful.
That spell isn't ready.
The one great thing about pets too is the AoEs don't do anything to them, so this guy breathing out or sending out that fire in front of him isn't going to do much. My dramatic soccer death.
I can't cast that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
He's at 9%. He'll die easily
That's
enough.
still recharging. I don't have a target.
So yeah, if you're a hunter, this is the easiest way to do it. Just kill these guys up in the corner. There's a lot of them spread out. If you have good enough gear, you can take these guys out pretty easily. He's an annoyance. If you're not in a group, he could be a real pain in the ass. I think I should be good. I've got to watch. There's a couple of patrols here that I have to watch for. I just never get their timing down.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet.
Goes pretty easy. I don't stress fighting these guys either. They're actually pretty simple. Dramatic death. Looking for a red card.
That spell isn't ready yet. Not ready. Can't do that yet.
I'm at 33%. So what I basically do after feigning death is if I can kill him quick enough, I won't have to use it, but I'll do misdirect after I build up my threat again. Just so I don't have to worry too much. It gives me time for my feigned death to kick back in. Alright, pick a good spot here. So I don't have to worry about aggro. Give my pet a little heal.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
People are pretty good in this server too. Fellow Horde, they won't gank. They typically don't gank nodes on you. Some guys will, but everybody's pretty respectful. That guy who just landed is just doing his quest. He must have just got here.
That's still recharging.
There's a quest to grab these things.
That spell isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
Yeah, so you see, I just click the buttons. I don't care. In raids, I try not to do this.
I can't do that yet. I need a target.
This is too long to do this without a group, though. If you're going to try to do the Shadow Council Forces Thwarted up to 100%, get a group. Even if you're mythically geared and you're going solo, trust me, it's way faster. Okay, so now I'll head back to the corner again. The guys should be respawned. This is taking a while, though. Maybe I'll check the imps again. The imps are just down here. So they're right over this rise. So I'll just check them really quick, see if they're back. And I can just spam kill them. There's a little group further down the hill too, but they're always farmed when this quest is up. I'm not entirely sure why they did it. I guess to make it a challenge, but when you're a new player and you're not well geared, it really sucks trying to do this one. Just find a party, anybody. If your server is friendly, should be easy to find a group. Just need 1 or 2 people. Just whisper someone. Say, can I party with you? I'm doing the 100 daily. So these little guys. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. These guys count.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that yet. I need to target something first.
I need to target something first. As you can tell, I'm playing a Blood Elf. If you've never played WoW,
Still recharging.
the Blood Elves sound very arrogant. Okay, so that speeds things up significantly. Now I'll head back up and look for some more imps. Flying is amazing getting around Tanaan Jungle. It was pretty brutal trying to get around and kill the bosses when they shout out, when all you had was a ground mount. Aha. Here we go.
I can't cast that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Ta-da! Done in no time. Alright, so that's 2 down. This is just the Tomes of Chaos, so I'm not going to bother with that. It's for the legendary upgrade. But with Legion coming out, when I'm doing this video, Legion's not out yet. It'll be out in just under 2 months. I figured I'm not going to bother with the legendary. I've got a little bit far in the quest, and I do have one of the 2 upgrades to the ring, but I'm not going to keep doing it. It's all good. See, this guy didn't offer the quest before, and now he's offering it.
Our home. What be on your mind?
Harnessing their power.
Beast.
Okay, this I just have to kill 1 giant elite guy in the Path of Glory. So that'll be easy to do. I just have to fly over there really quick.
Our enemies will fall.
The Hunter has quickly become my primary character as well. It's just so versatile. And it's very easy to play in a raid. A lot of people get annoyed when new hunters play raids, but I'm one of those hunters. When I got into my raid with my guild, I asked them what I needed to do, what are the best things to do, just stuff like that. And the obvious stuff like turn off your pet's taunt, or turn off your pet entirely. I usually just turn off my pet entirely and use the lone wolf trait. And I love the lone wolf trait because I'm a lone wolf in real life, so that trait is just so me. That little guy flying around. He's always flying around. He's gray too, so you can't do anything to kill him. Like, I guess you can kill him, but you're not going to get anything from him. Not entirely sure why he flies around there. Who knows? I'm flying through this way because the waypoint route is very roundabout. And I can pretty much get here at the same speed if I just fly. Because I can kill one of the big guys on this end of the path. So one of these guys gotta kill. I guess I could just go after him. No, I shouldn't do that actually. It's risky. Where he's positioned, you can aggro a lot of enemies if you're not careful. Usually go after the guy over here. Yeah, let's go after him. Go, pet, go. Go, go, gadget pet.
That's still recharging. Not ready yet.
I'll just drop my airstrikes on him. Feign death. Other players have been through this area, so I have to be careful because enemies are going to spawn around me. I can zoom out, I guess. It's more fun staying zoomed in. There we go. The harness is mine. So now I'll fly back from the flight point here. It's not a big deal flying back.
Go for.
And we should be good for turning it in. I literally marathon World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2. When Warlords of Draenor came out, I spent an entire weekend, maybe slept 4 hours the whole weekend, just to level up all my characters. And when Guild Wars 2 came out, I took a week off work and I stayed up for 4 days straight to level characters. It was pretty awesome. I slept 1 hour each night for 4 nights straight. I didn't feel tired. But by the 4th night, I didn't feel tired. I was numb. When I went to sleep, I crashed. Like, totally slept for 14 hours, I think. But I felt great. I won't do the same thing with Legion, but maybe when the weekend comes around after Legion launches, just so they get all the bugs out of the way. People like to say that WoW doesn't look that great anymore and stuff. WoW looks fantastic. It is still, by far, the best MMO out there. People like to go to other MMOs and stuff. If you like PvP, strictly PvP MMOs, like Korean style, then okay, fine. But really, when you really think about a massive amount of lore and content that WoW has, it's still the best. See, I keep getting these procs. I get Warforged procs like crazy. And I constantly have to check my gear because... Okay, this is 675, so it's a little bit better than this. Even though I love Crit Strike.
What you want?
Yeah, I just sell the stuff. I don't really need to upgrade it. It's gold in the bank. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. I'll probably do more of these with different characters because I typically do this with multiple characters all through the week. I don't have much time during the week nights, but on the weekends, I go through all my characters and do the dailies on different ones. And they require different playstyles. So my Fury Warrior, it's all close range melee. So my whole playstyle has to change when I'm doing these dailies. And then if I'm playing like casters and stuff, it really changes dramatically when I play them. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. Please give this video a like, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll be posting many more videos in the future. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.